Disney vacations, all-inclusive resorts, cruises and family trips to Idaho. Travel to your favorite place and have a celebration. Sandpiper Vacations.
Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacation Studio. Welcome to Parents' Night Out with no new friends. The comedy break every parent deserves. This is the podcast where parenting meets pure, unfiltered fun. Real, raw hilarity. It's your night out without the kids, where nothing is off limits. And we say what everybody else is thinking. Whether you're a parent or just need a good laugh, we've got the adult humor you crave. So kick back, relax, and get ready to let loose with us. This is Parents' Night Out with no new friends.
Tuck your kids into bed, pay the babysitter a little bit extra. It's time for Parents' Night Out with No New Friends. There are so many great ways to connect with us. Just check out our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our sweet merchandise and also join our clubhouse. Become a friend with benefits. That's our Patreon for as low as $2 a month. You can join and get all sorts of exclusive content, including early release, cutting room floor, different prizes when we do contests, Sarah's Secret Stash. Don't know what that was. We talked about it. It was in the commercial, but we never did anything with it. Just one of those ideas that never stuck. Right now, we are recording live on the... Well, we're not recording on the YouTube. We're streaming live on the YouTube, where you can watch us every single week as we record these things. We advertise 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's about 8:30, and we're just getting started. So just bear with us. We're also live on the TikTok every once in a while at theparks.nonewfriends, where we go live at the Florida theme parks. My name is Scott. I'm the host. With me, as always, my amazing cast of characters, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
Happy belated Pi Day.
The Jewish American princess, Sarah.
Hello.
The wise man, Dare.com.
I wish Scott understood technology.
And the serial killer's wife, Miranda.
Help.
Miranda, welcome back.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, I listened to the episode that I wasn't here for, and other than the constant killing, your husband and I probably have a lot in common. My wife could read a Valentine's card in 2 seconds. There's a lot of things that my wife can relate to in 2 seconds, but that's... Yeah. But Miranda, when's your birthday?
May 11th.
May 11th. Okay, so coming up. Last year, what did he do for you for Valentine's Day? Or for your birthday?
Gosh, I'm going to need a minute. My birthday. Well, because my birthday and Mother's Day are together.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Two birds,
it's always...
one stone.
Yeah, so he actually, for my birthday, he booked dinner reservations for us with his best friend. And his wife, who I love, but... and his favorite restaurant.
Oh, his favorite restaurant for your birthday.
Their favorite restaurant. His and his best friend's favorite. Yes. I mean, I love it. It was good, but there was no me in there. I was there. It's my birthday.
I'm taking you out to dinner, babe. You're welcome.
You're going to love it. Yeah.
Definitely sounds like something I would do. Sarah, hold on. Let me cue up the music. What did Lewis do for your birthday? Because we never went back and recapped your birthday. What did Lewis do?
What didn't he do?
Lewis took me to the Lego store. We had dinner at Disney Springs.
Okay.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
See, he knew what you wanted.
Right.
And he did what
you wanted. Yeah, I did. I asked for one thing, and that was the Lego store. Remember I told you I was pissed off because my annual pass discount did not apply to the one thing that I wanted?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about that because it's a retired set, but I digress.
You think about it as you've already put it together because you bought it because you enable each other.
No, I didn't buy that one because I was still in the middle of my 4,000 piece one that I had going.
Gotcha. Chris, you're a scumbag. You're going to make me feel better about what I'm about to say. What did you do for Emily's last birthday?
Oh, it was her 30th, so I threw a party at the house.
Okay.
Yeah, damn it. And before you go into yours, Miranda, can I guess your husband's favorite restaurant that he took you to?
Yes.
Texas Roadhouse.
No, but oh my gosh. I have a story about that, but that's for another time.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but that wasn't it. No.
Am I close?
But I do love Texas Roadhouse. No, you're not close.
Really, it's not some
I mean,
sort of chain
it-
steakhouse.
It is a steakhouse, but
Outback.
it's Sperry's. I don't know if they have Sperry's everywhere. I don't know. It's like a really
No.
nice, fancy steak.
I mean, I've got a pair of Sperry's in my closet.
Yeah. It's overly priced,
I
but
don't
it's
want to know
really
what's in
good.
her husband's closet.
Chris gets a lot of Sperry change.
Well,
He looks homeless.
So yeah, I threw a party and I made coupons. I did the old like child thing where you make
Okay.
coupons for stuff. Like here's a coupon for this. Here's a coupon for that.
like a massage or
I think she
like,
lost them, honestly.
Wait,
I hope so.
I have to know, what type of coupons did you make? This has got to be
Yeah,
good.
so one coupon was for $300 because the 30th, right? It's a $300 shopping spree, which she only used half of. Which
Okay.
Alex cut that because she forgot. The other one was to detail her car, and I did one seat. I did do one seat. The other one was a night out at there's a local cider bar near us. A night out, which I really wanted her to redeem, but she hasn't
You
yet.
Gen Zers are like, oh, we're going to go to an apple juice bar.
Whoa. It's alcoholic apple juice.
Hard cider.
Okay.
Thank you.
Drink the
But they have those
beer
hard
bar.
cider bars.
It looks cool. I'm looking on Google Maps when we moved here, and there was a cider bar here. So we got to try out the cider bar. So haven't done that one yet. I think there was one more. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when she redeems it. It
That's very thoughtful, though. Like you put work into that. Like that's sweet.
was because I didn't have a lot of money, so at the time, so I was like, she can't redeem these for another month, so I can save.
You were planning it out. You're like,
And when the doorbell rang, he forgot that it was her birthday and that he threw her a party. So he had to throw together a coupon book real quick.
At least you did the
crayons.
party. This was my 40th, and I didn't get a party.
Oh.
I did do
the
a party.
one that I was regretting, not regretting, not looking forward to the most. The one that I was.
Right.
Now, in retrospect, I thought that was really great. And then Emily gives me my 30th present. It's a trip to Disney. So it was a great gift for like 10 months.
Until it wasn't.
Darren, are we able to talk about birthday gifts?
Yeah,
that you've given?
yeah. My presents. I think my presents is gift enough.
All right, so you guys
You
know,
are Scott's son. For sure.
100%, Miranda. You have no idea. Okay, you guys know that I put myself in like the holy trinity of gift giving. My wife's birthday, our anniversary, and Valentine's Day are all within 2 weeks of each other.
Holy Trinity.
So-
I would describe it more as like the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, it is the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah.
See that.
And originally when we set these dates, I was like, this is great. 3 birds, 1 stone. She goes, oh no, nay. Oh nay, nay. That is not how it works. And she said it just like that. I was like, damn it. So I actually, we went on the trip to Mexico for our anniversary. So like we didn't really do much for each other for our anniversary, even though like we did. But I was so excited about our birthday present. Now, Sarah, this would be a great birthday present for you. You would love this. I got my wife a Mace Windu lightsaber from Hollywood Studios.
Not.
Yes, the nice ones, the nice lightsaber.
In what world, Scott?
What?
In what world? What?
That she would
What
want
made
that.
you? Yeah, what made you think? I mean, like, yeah, I would want that. I get
Do
that.
you know your wife?
Well, her favorite color is purple.
That makes no sense.
The Mace Windu lightsaber is purple. So I was like, this is and now it will make our movie room look symmetrical because I've got the Yoda lightsaber on one side of the TV and now I've got the Mace Windu one on the other one.
So you got yourself a birthday present for her birthday.
Miranda, this may be your last episode.
I'm
That's
just
exactly
saying,
what that
it's
sounds
so
like.
true. You did what my husband did. You gave her what you wanted. He took me where he wanted.
I told you, you're
the same person.
Other than the mass murders, your husband and I are pretty much the same person.
Pretty much.
I saw one stream with Rachel in it, and I think she'd be happier if you took her to the Minions store at Universal than a lightsaber.
Well, you're not wrong. So I kind of realized the errors in my way.
Good.
Yeah, well, and quite honestly, I wanted another lightsaber. So you're right. Guilty as charged. This was a gift for me. So yesterday we went to Disney Springs because they just released this new Orange Bird line and a new Tinkerbell line. And I love Orange Bird and Rachel loves Tinkerbell. So we go to Epcot and I spent about $300 in Orange Bird stuff. And then we went to Disney Springs to get the Tinkerbell stuff because they had more stuff and all that. Well, what she really wanted, they didn't have at World of Disney. I mean, they had a t-shirt and she got that. And I was trying to convince her to get like the Tinkerbell Dooney and Burke. But she's like, no, I don't want that. And I said, what about the Orange Bird, Dooney and Burke? And she's like, I don't want that. You want that. And I said, well, yes, but I can't carry a Dooney and Burke. Like Loungefly is as far as I'll go as far as crossing over and being gay adjacent. I can't
As
go.
you're doing this with your hand.
Stop.
A little more wristband, you'd be there.
So now, mind you, we've been at Epcot. And now I'm at Hollywood Studios. So I'm not driving. I've been drinking. Sarah knows how quickly I can pound Bud Lights in Epcot.
I think everybody does. I think we've
I'm
seen,
drinking that.
Me and mimosas, though.
That's very true.
Yes,
That's very true.
I
And
love a mimosa.
if you want to know how fast we pound drinks at the theme parks, just follow us at TikTok at theparks.no-new-friends. We go live every once in a while. So she's like, well, there's one shop that I want to go look at because there's this Tinkerbell purse that I really want. And I was like, great, say less. We're going to get it. It's Kate Spade.
Hey, it wasn't Louis.
It wasn't.
Is that
Louis.
more expensive than a Dooney?
No.
Well,
It
based on
depends-
surface. Go ahead, Darren.
I was going to say it depends on the product. Like really.
Based on surface area, like price per square inch, this was a lot more expensive than a Dooney.
Was it a bigger purse, obviously, or was it
It's for sale.
It was a coin purse?
It's like a coin purse. She can fit like a pack of cigarettes, business cards, lipstick, maybe like a micro tampon. Can't put the phone. Like a micro tampon, like the little ones.
You mean just a tampon?
What do you think they
No,
fold?
they make mini ones.
They make
tampons
minis?
on the go?
Yeah, the tampons on the go.
I mean, aren't they all on the go? You're not
No,
Yeah.
they fit better in if you're going out and like you don't want to take up a lot of space. They're like
Yeah, but hear me out. I mean, all
they
tampons
transform.
are
They
on the go.
transform.
Yeah.
They're
Or-
transformers.
yeah,
like,
but- yes, they're transformers.
Like
They're
the
More
transformer
on the
tampons.
go.
What'd you say, Sarah?
They're more on the go.
They are way more on the
They
go.
do. They fit in like a clutch purse. They fit
Yeah.
in Rachel's
could-
new purse, I hope.
No,
Yeah,
So wait a second. Why don't they just make all tampons that size?
yeah.
because
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
honestly, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get it. I don't
You
I
have
think
to
it's
put
more
it
of a
in
pain
have
in the
to-
vagina.
Because you have to pull it out and click it out, and then
Yeah,
It's
it's
an
just too much
extra
work.
step.
Sarah's not used to the pulling
If
out.
you're drunk, like I would
No,
never
I'm
want to have
not.
those.
Wait,
Do you ever
that's
make the
why I don't use
Transformers
the
noise?
minis. I just know they exist.
so much.
Roll out.
Chris is gonna be like, do you have any Transformer tampons I can play with?
Autobots engage.
Now, never mind. I was gonna say, now every time I use one, I'm just gonna laugh.
The Great Tampon War. You've got the Decepticons versus the Autobots. Yeah, and the big ones versus the little ones.
Think maybe they'll change the name to the Autoclots.
Why isn't Tampax done like a collab with Transformers? This is a missed opportunity here.
You know what? We should get that happening. Maybe. What do you think? All of us?
I think so.
I think we
Okay.
have to. The campaign starts now.
Right. Let's do it. We're
This
gonna work
country
on
needs
it.
this.
They do.
Yeah, because we've got garbage commercials out there right now.
Tampons need to be more exciting.
They do. I want to.
Yes.
I want to be.
More
I want someone to buy them.
expensive.
Not more
Yeah.
expensive.
Not
the
more
more
expensive.
exciting, the more expensive. So we got to
Well,
avoid that.
We'll figure out a way to keep them low budget. Like that's we'll get this. I'll start working
Isn't it
on
made out
Okay.
of like tissue?
I got this.
Or like what? Like how cheaper can it get?
They're not cheap, but we'll figure it out.
Wait a second. This is glorified cotton.
Yeah.
In a condensed form that you shove up there. Like what are we talking
Yeah,
about
but
here?
it's a
Can't you make your own?
Listen, this is a special area that you're, trusting this to go in. So you really need to make sure that it's high quality.
He's not super experienced with that, so he wouldn't understand.
I say just bring back the pads and just shove toilet paper up there.
No.
This looks like a job for Optimus Prime.
Let's bring in the expert. Oh my God.
I don't know where we were, but I love talking about tampons, apparently.
Did Rachel get the bag?
Yes.
That's right. The micro tampon bag.
Yeah, I teamed up with the Gen Z salesperson, and we convinced her to get it. I said, "Here's the thing." I said, "Babe, if you leave, I'm going to come back tomorrow and get it for you." So I know you want it. We're just going to get it. So I feel like I was redeemed for the lightsaber, but she likes the lightsaber.
You should have seen her face the first time she had the lightsaber ignited. It was she loved it.
Yeah,
You have a video? I need proof.
No. just me. I'm the only witness, actually.
Okay.
Well, the first time she held my lightsaber.
Okay, we don't know.
Whoa, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need it. We don't need to hear that.
She
Moving
said,
on.
"Wow, this is smaller than I thought it would be."
And explain it's the Yoda one.
And then she played with my Yoda lightsaber and was like, "This is a lot smaller than I thought it'd be." But she loved the way it felt in her hand. Yes, Sarah.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
So speaking of green, we've got St. Patrick's Day coming up. Now, Sarah, you've got red hair. Are you Irish at all? I feel like you're part everything.
I do have some in me. And
is Lewis Irish now?
No. No.
That's his new alter ego.
Irish and Welsh and Romanian mostly.
Okay.
Yes.
I can't do an Irish accent. I was going to do the St. Louis, the Puerto Rican leprechaun.
That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty spot on.
That wasn't bad.
It was better than I thought it would be. For sure.
That's what my wife said too, Miranda. It's really funny.
We have a lot in common.
So, do you do anything for St. Patrick's Day, Sarah? I know you're working, but it's a Monday night. So, you're going to be recording with us. But would you normally do?
No,
St. Patrick's Day, not a big
deal for me.
Miranda, what about you? You're a parent. So.
But before kids, I used to go out to the bar and have the green beer and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I know. But no. Okay. We don't do it. I forgot. So.
Darren, anything?
I actually this year my goal for St. Patrick's Day, and I'm spending the week to work myself up to it. I want to try Guinness for the first time because I've never had a Guinness before.
Why do you have to work your way up to it? It's fucking Guinness.
Because I'm scared. Because everybody's like, it's either the best beer that anybody's ever had, or it's the absolute worst beer. And it's okay. I'm
Darren,
just getting into beer.
I've had a Guinness.
Yeah, did you like it? Was it good?
No, it was awful. I hated it.
Okay.
But I also hate beer, so
yeah. If you hate beer, that's a bad one.
I just got into beer like a month or two ago, and I'm only drinking like one beer. There's only one beer that I like, and that's all I can drink. So
and that's not even really a beer.
Coors Banquet is a beer. Thank you very much.
Wait, what is it?
Coors Banquet. It's heavier than your Bud Light.
No, it's way heavier than my Bud Light. But you're making a really big deal out of it. You don't have to work your way up to it. You drink it and you either like it or you don't. I think it tastes like a penny.
Well, I was trying to... A penny?
Yeah, if you put a penny in your mouth before you swallow it and have to go to the emergency room, Guinness tastes like a copper penny.
I know a kid that did that.
I was going to say, maybe I should swallow a magnet to also find the penny. Is copper magnetic?
No.
Oh. Well,
anyway, so Chris, do you do anything for St. Patrick's Day?
Usually exhausted on St. Patrick's Day because the night before I have to hide my gold everywhere for everyone to find.
That was perfect.
So I hate St. Patrick's Day. It is my least favorite day of the year.
Is it because you hate the Irish? The Irish are very hateable.
Well,
I love Ireland. I want to go there.
I hate one type of Irish, and that's the leprechauns.
The Notre Dame.
Why do you hate leprechauns?
No, well, I hate them too. But let me tell you why I hate St. Patrick's Day. So when I was in first grade, okay, so picture it, little Scott, first grade,
sitting next to Jesus.
He looks the same way that he looks now, just without the glasses.
I had hair, Darren. And the testicle had dropped.
We need a picture.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'll
I've never
find
seen
one.
it.
Of the testicle or of me as a...
No, you as a
Okay.
little
Either.
one with hair.
Gotcha. So we all had a project, an individual class project. We had to make leprechaun traps so that we could catch leprechauns. Now I was all in on this project. Okay. I did my research, what makes the best traps. And this is like, I had to look in the encyclopedia. Oh, Chris, an encyclopedia is a book that you open and you have information in. It's kind of like ChatGPT, but
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on why you were dumb enough to look for how to make a leprechaun trap in an encyclopedia.
I was in first grade and I figured that the encyclopedia knows everything. So I first looked to see if anybody had been known to catch a leprechaun, and they hadn't. I said, "Oh, this is exciting! I'm going to be the first. Like, this is great news for me. I'm going to catch a leprechaun and be famous." Now, I worked all. It was the only project in school, in the history of school, that I actually worked really hard on and didn't wait till last minute. And I'm going to tell you why. I wanted more siblings, and so anything I could ever wish on, it was to have more siblings. And you ask, well, did you have a sister? Yeah, didn't really like her that much. So like I was tired of plucking my eyelashes to make a wish on a fallen eyelash. I was tired of seeing these ladybugs fly to their death as I'm making a wish on the ladybugs. There's only so many birthdays I could pretend to have to make a wish on the birthday. And I was tired from trying to find falling stars to wish on.
What is this, a poem, dude? Get it, spit it out. Where are you going with this?
You're making
It's the
me
most
sad.
depressing poem I've ever heard in my life.
I wanted more siblings, and I figured if I catch this leprechaun, that's taking my wishes to the source. I could cut out the middleman, and he could just grant me the wishes, and I'd have siblings.
You
So I
should have
go
just
to
said
school.
that. My gosh.
I go to school, and I'm so excited
crying.
about this leprechaun trap. I'm going to catch this leprechaun, have more siblings. So we go to lunch, go to recess. I come back, and there's a fucking Keebler elf sitting outside the door of my trap. First of all, highly offensive. Elves and leprechauns are two different beings. Two different beings.
Oh, you're right. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah,
You'd have to
yeah.
be racist to think otherwise.
Yeah. So a normal child, a normal human being would say,
Wouldn't look in an
okay,
encyclopedia for a leprechaun. We know.
would say, okay, the teacher brought in the Keebler elves. There was no leprechaun or whatever. I didn't think that. I said, okay, this trap wasn't good enough. The leprechaun left me an elf, thought he'd be cute, left everybody elves to make them feel like they did something. So I went home and I built a second trap because I was determined. I mean, I looked
This
like,
time I had a gun.
I looked like the meme with all the algorithms going on, and I'm like, I'm going to catch this elf. And
Well, you
I'm
caught the
just-
elf.
What's that?
You caught the elf. Now
No,
you want to catch the
I'm-
leprechaun.
No, I fast forward about 40 years later, I caught the elf when I said, Chris, do you want to be on the New Friends podcast?
Wait, you're that old?
What?
40 years later.
Yeah, something like that. I'm 45.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were like 39.
Stop.
You stayed in the sun too long.
So I'm like, I am 9 months away from a sibling. This is fantastic. I set the trap. I wake up the next morning and all that's under it is some little chocolate wrapped in gold and a headshot of a basketball player.
A headshot of a basketball player.
Headshot of a basketball player.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently we get gifts on St. Patrick's Day now.
That's a
Okay,
gift.
we don't do that.
So I'm in tears. I'm so devastated. And my dad says to me, why are you so upset? Like, you'll just have to try. I said, I just want more. I want another brother or sister. And I figured I could wish to the leprechaun and he'd get that. And he goes, well, you want another brother or sister? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, I'll
All
discuss
right,
that
watch
with you."
this, son.
No, he says, I'll discuss this with your mother. And I'm like, no, you have no control over this. Like, what are you going to discuss? Like, there's no discussion happening. The only discussion
Get me one.
the only discussion you have to have is what is the child's name going to be? You don't have a choice. God puts the seed in and makes it happen. And 9 months later, you have a baby.
Plain and simple.
So anyway, I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's garbage.
Oh, hey, real quick, If you don't celebrate, what's your favorite shake to get at McDonald's?
A Shamrock Shake.
Oh, okay.
So you don't celebrate it,
kayfabe there, Darren.
but you do indulge in Irish culture. You scumbag.
You can't hate it because of you being dumb. I
was in first grade, Miranda.
It doesn't matter. That's not fair. Like, give it a chance. You know, move on. Okay.
She's my
You've
favorite.
learned now where babies come from, so let go of your hate for St. Patrick's Day.
No idea.
Well,
I keep having
to figure
them.
that out.
Because I don't know.
God keeps planting the seed in my.
I think it's time to let go. Okay.
So, Sarah, do you have a Gene Hackman update for us?
Well, they figured out why they died.
Hold on 1 second.
With a crown on her head, Jewish American princess never breaks a sweat. Queen of one-liners, she's quick on the beat. Super nerd power makes her foes.
All right, go ahead, Sarah. What is our Gene Hackman update?
Goes from
By the way, if you want to hear the full version of all of these songs, just join our clubhouse. They'll be on our Patreon for all of our members.
So upbeat, so morbid. They've figured out how they died.
Oh,
So apparently his wife passed away a week before he did because of I'm gonna butcher the rodent-borne disease killed her.
Oh, the plague.
Chris.
She died from the plague.
Wait.
so Chris killed her.
A rare rodent-borne disease, which is only found spread by infected rodent droppings.
So she's eating rat poop.
I don't know. How did we get here? Like,
how do you think they kept their skin so soft?
what did their house look like?
That's what I want to know. Like, why?
Yeah.
If their house was disgusting, there might not be some, I don't know.
This is a $3.5 million home. Like, it can't be that disgusting.
Yeah. And apparently he had heart disease and Alzheimer's and just might not have even known she was dead.
He was an Alzheimer. Oh, Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Old timer.
Yeah, good thing he had. Good thing he has loving kids that checked on him every day, huh?
Like, how did this happen?
Well,
She wasn't there to feed him, and
that's how he died. Yeah, he wasn't there to feed him and give him his medication.
so sad.
And then the dog was locked in a kennel.
Why was the dog in the closet?
It was in a kennel. She had just picked him up from the vet.
It wasn't comfortable enough to come out yet, Miranda.
I get it.
But I saw somewhere that she was found like in the bathroom with pills scattered all around her.
Yeah, she dropped dead in the middle of taking her.
Just her medication. Like, what?
Her rodent protectant medication.
Rodent protected
So
medication.
it's just
I'm sorry, that's not-
zero to death, like that fast, whatever this rare disease is. I'm there's more
Like-
questions.
Yeah, like she didn't have symptoms leading up to that, like that she went to the doctor for, maybe.
So I've seen where she did have, like, she was wearing a mask in public when she went to go pick up the dog. So there were some symptoms, and she was responding to emails up until the night that she died. So I think that she maybe didn't die instantly, but definitely collapsed. And her husband was a vegetable, so had nobody there to help her.
Why didn't they have a live-in like nurse or something?
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Come on, you have money. You're
Right.
both sick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
So poor Gene Hackman, his wife is dead, and he's wandering aimlessly around the house for a week before he finally dies of dehydration. And
What do you think he did when he had to use the bathroom? Just like stepped right over?
Probably just
I'm serious. Did it like a
probably-
little Allen Iverson every time he had to go to the bathroom?
he probably didn't get up, Chris. He
just let it go. You know, he just let it go.
So yeah, weird circumstances. And then the dog, obviously from dehydration and malnourishment.
There has to be more information though.
I'm sure.
I want
more
to
will
believe
come
that
out.
you're right, just for the sake of content and you bringing us this update every week.
Well, I want to know how she got to where she was at. That's what I want to know.
It's interesting.
Like I said, where did you work? What were you doing? Like, that's got to be long-term exposure, I would think. It can't, unless you ingested it. I don't know.
It's very rare.
It's
Only
confusing.
7 cases were reported in New Mexico last year.
Ugh.
I don't know.
I'll let you know.
Please do. Please keep us updated. Miranda.
Yes.
You've got your balls deep in T-ball right now.
Balls.
I almost said
deep.
balls deep in teabagging, which would be a double positive all in the same sentence.
Yes.
Balls deep in.
We're balls deep in all the balls. Soccer, t-ball, like that's our life right now. The kids.
If only Nick were here.
He's balls deep in his husband right now.
Yeah, he
Or
is.
someone else that they met on the cruise ship. You never know. So what's going on with T-ball?
So my little one just turned 4 this Saturday.
Okay.
And all the other kids on his team, this is his first year playing t-ball. And all the other kids on his team are like way bigger than him. They're all 5 going on 6. I mean, so he's this little bitty, tiny, cute person. I wish I could show you. I'll have to figure out. Is there any way to put pictures up on here? Like if we, anyway.
That access got restricted for me.
For Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Anyway, so, he's just very babyish still. He's learning and wants to play in the dirt the whole time and will not listen to anything. And we're like yelling, but we're trying not to because you don't want to be, yelling over the coach who is so nice, so patient. I don't know where this man came from. He's a miracle. I don't have
Not
it.
the leprechaun.
So, well, no.
Just saying.
No, he did not come from the leprechaun. But yeah, so we're just, my husband and I both, he played baseball forever, championship baseball player. I was championship softball player. So I know it's t-ball, okay?
And you like men?
Yeah, I was gonna say you married a man.
I played volleyball, softball, but yes, I like men.
Volleyball evens it out, I
Sometimes.
think.
Does volleyball even it out?
I think volleyball's girly enough to.
Was
My
there
sister-
anything in college?
Anyway, so I mean,
She's like, we'll save that story for another time.
I mean, we all do things. So
What kind of things?
t-ball. Yeah, no, that's another story. But yes, so
Scott's writing it down, so he doesn't.
We're gonna
I don't
have a
think he'll
year's
forget.
worth of Miranda owes me stories.
I need to write it down. Like you always tell me,
Right,
write it down.
write that
I'm gonna
down.
forget. Yeah, it's hard. I love him and they're so cute, but it's hard because he just doesn't understand anything and he doesn't listen. He's ADHD, I swear, because we all are, and he's doomed. So yeah, he's just gonna play in the dirt and run all over the field.
What does he have? They have him like in the infield, and he's just like building castles.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's cute.
I used to run in circles on the soccer field. Wouldn't even kick the ball.
He did that too.
Here's what's funny. Darren would run around in circles and he was way ahead of his time with his finger up in the air. Just acknowledge me. Like finger up in the air, running around in circles.
Oh my goodness. That's great.
Where do you think Roman got the idea? He was out one of my soccer games.
This little white kid has a point.
Youth sports when they're that age, that's so much fun. It's cute,
It
but it's
is.
frustrating.
It is. It's all the things.
I think I said this a couple weeks ago. My brother-in-law and we had to go to Michaela's. She was a cheerleader, so like we weren't even there, like supposed to be there for the football games. But it was like,
Yeah, that sucks.
We started playing fantasy football. Like we drafted players from each team. We bet on it.
I got a little child labor.
So now, Miranda, when I wasn't here, you were discussing how like you have a surprise baby, and apparently you thought that leprechauns grant wishes and brought babies as well.
No. I
no.
just thought when my husband says, no, I didn't, that meant no, he didn't. But yes, he did. So, surprise, Jack.
But you guys are going to be fixing that. We've got a big day coming up soon.
Big day.
Let's talk about that, because I have not gone through the big day yet. I don't know why. I don't want any more kids. I don't want the 3 that I have.
Oh, don't say
No, it's
You
true.
love them.
We don't want him either.
Yeah, it's so funny. They keep giving me high cholesterol foods and like, hey, Dad, you need another cigarette? Trying to like speed up the process. They're like, do you want to eat rat poop?
What did you do to them?
Nothing. I just wasn't there.
What did he not do?
Well, oh, well.
I could make you a list. The list of things he didn't do is like this short.
Wait, the list of things I didn't do was this short?
Yeah,
So
the
he
things
was-
that you didn't do right. Or sorry,
didn't do right.
Wait a minute.
You didn't teach him how to talk either.
I'm confused.
So anyway, Miranda, big day coming up.
Right. Yes. So March 31st, he is going to be having his vasectomy, which, hey, that was supposed to happen after our 4-year-old.
Okay.
Now we have an almost 2-year-old. So he just fought it every step of the way and was like, oh, I'm going to lose my balls. Oh, blah, blah. I'm like, you're not losing
He's not a dog.
balls. I know. That's what I tried
Does
to
he-
tell him. He doesn't get it. He's so
Well, what's funny, let's rewind a year or two ago. Chris had no idea
I
that
didn't.
when you have a vasectomy, stuff still comes out.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh, that's
He's like, oh, so you could just masturbate in a movie theater and you're not going to make a mess.
Just a puff of smoke.
Yeah, I mean, well, I thought I was in the same camp, I guess. As
Oh
your
my
husband.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Leprechaun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He literally, I think, thought for the longest that they were just going to chop his balls off, and there they go. Gosh, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've heard it's like the easiest thing ever. You're in, you're out, you're fine, you're at work the next day. So
Oh, you don't even get like a month. I mean, you don't even get like a week to
no.
to have a pity
No.
party. That
Did you have a
sucks.
baby? No.
Hmm,
I mean,
that helped.
no. I mean, not really. 60 seconds does not count as helping. I'm just saying. That's not. We did all the work.
I had to
okay?
sleep on
Let's
that
just be
uncomfortable couch in the delivery room.
Well,
You will
he
never
did too. Let me
experience
tell
that.
you. I understand that. You're not wrong.
I still have a crick in my neck. You talk
and
about
I had to hear about it the whole time.
That's true. They don't wait. They don't wait on the father hand and foot.
Well, they did. So I couldn't eat anything. I wasn't allowed to have food because I had
Yeah, Emily couldn't either.
something. I had something.
A
And they kept
baby?
bringing him food in. No. I had something wrong with me where they had to give me, I don't
There's something
remember.
wrong with you if you want to be
There
on
was
this
something-
podcast every single week.
Well, but I know there is something wrong. But yeah, I had to watch him get food brought in every meal. And I was just like, I got ice chips and Sprite. And he was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you got to eat, Gotta eat. Keep up your energy.
Keep up your energy for all the pushing you're going to be doing later.
Right. Exactly. For the nothing. Yeah.
Well, that's
So.
exciting. I
Yay.
should maybe we'll go together. I'll fly up to Tennessee.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
He and I can go together, and we could share war stories about the
Yes.
the splinters that the chairs in the hospitals gave us, and
I think that would be
how
great.
uncomfortable it was for us, and we
We
didn't get a
can-
full night's sleep.
Oh. And we'll throw you a party.
Or a parade, either or.
I mean,
That's
maybe there will be leprechauns. I don't know. It's possible.
So we've got some important news to tend to, or important things to tend to. And that's, we are overdue for the annual Friendly Awards. It used to happen the last weekend in March, which is the actual anniversary of this podcast. And now last year it was March, and then this year it's April. So we need to come up with categories. And Chris and Darren, I'm really leaning heavily on you guys
Oh,
here.
you're going to be very
Don't lean
disappointed.
too heavily. We'll crush us.
It's not sound safe.
Okay. I don't know that this is going to be as good of an idea as I thought.
That was a fat joke, Scott.
Yes, I got that.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Maybe this will be this is not a bit. I don't really have a lot of memory of the podcast in the last year.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You
the
drank a
categories that we did.
lot.
I walk away from the podcast, forget, and maybe it's from having a kid. I think you know when you give birth, a lot of like your memory starts to go. You pass it on to the child. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I forget a lot now.
So what if
Mom
we did?
brain.
What if we did something else? Because we haven't had a lot of guests this year. So we can't even like really do best guest.
They all bailed.
They all bailed. We can't really do best interview because I think we only did one interview this year.
Yeah, they're busy doing Rummy's Roundtable.
So what if we did something else? I've been thinking about this for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
A lot of our show is based around exaggeration and bits.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. So what if we allowed everybody, you have between now and WrestleMania weekend, or the week before, whatever.
Is when?
Yeah.
You're fired.
No, I
7 weeks away.
don't.
To send in questions that you may have for us. Like, Chris, did you really throw a homeless man's pizza over the fence?
Oh, it's a good that's a good idea.
So the Friendies making it less of an award show and like a like
more of a Q&A to tell the truth.
That one episode that they have to do like a filler because all the writers are on strike, and we're like, oh, we'll just do a Q&A episode with the cast and break.
Perfectly put.
Alex, cut that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I don't want to do like a recap of the year because I don't want to edit that much.
I will say that usually when you leave it to listeners to ask questions,
nobody sends an email.
Right.
Yes.
They think of it when they're listening and then forget.
Correct. That's okay. I was just going to send a bunch of fake emails. Alex, cut that. And be in control of our own destiny.
Okay, maybe we'll just do that then. That's good.
Alex, cut the part about me sending my own emails. Actually, don't. So I don't know. I think that would be a better idea because I think at this point, if we force a Friendies, it's going to be bad. I don't think there's enough categories.
Unless we get Eddie Deason on to host.
Well,
can you get Eddie Deason on?
We should see if he'll get him to. You know what we should do is ask him if we pay a little extra, if he'll do like a tell-all or something and like reveal his darkest secrets.
Oh yeah, Sarah, you were going to say something.
Have Miranda or I send the message.
Yeah,
I will answer.
That's true. Oh, that's true.
True.
Yeah.
he
Actually, he
don't have
messages
Facebook
me right
anymore.
away.
I don't want to put that on Miranda. So
I wished him happy birthday, and he
I'll
said,
do it.
"Thanks, Chris." That was really nice. He did
For
respond
those of you who
right
don't know, Eddie Deason has appeared on the show a couple times. He was the voice of the Know-It-All Kid in the Polar Express. He was Eugene in Grease, and also the voice of the guy from the show that Chris liked.
Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory. There you go. So I don't know. Let me think about it. I'm not in love with doing a Friendies this year just because I feel like categories would have already come to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we would have already thought of them.
And you would have already thought of them. Shut up.
You walk yourself into it every time.
I know. Now, something I was thinking about is, we say all the time, you can't, like, it's 2025. You can't say those things.
Sure.
Like, you can't say Eskimo. You can't say Indian. It's Native American.
Yeah, just keep listing them off. What else can we say?
The New York Knicks.
You can't say, the Knickers anymore because it's too close to something else. And you catch shit for that. Well, we have a different president now. And in 2026, I think all these things are going to be acceptable again because now we're going to be like, it's 2026. You can say that. Or like, you can't say so.
Free speech.
What do we think in 2026? What terms do we think will become acceptable? Like,
or actually, what terms do you hear on an everyday basis, Miranda, that we're going to be able to start using?
All of them. Oh gosh!
Bring back the Washington Redskins. Make America great. That'll make America great again.
You see, the thing that I really can't wait for them or for us to be able to say again.
Darren, I don't know that's ever going to be acceptable. Chris, what do you think? What is the one? If you had one term that it's like, you know what, I want to bring this back in 2026.
Oh, sitting Indian style.
Yes.
I want to bring back sitting Indian style. I think that was one of the more underrated, borderline insensitive terms. That wasn't ever insensitive. I think it's honoring a group of people and not be okay, think about it. You're sitting Indian style, right? How is that offensive? You're not
Are you
belittling
referring to the
anybody.
group of people that live in India, or are you talking about Native Americans?
Listen,
My kindergarten teacher just said, guys, sit Indian style.
That's
And so
Yeah,
we
but
did
you-
it.
But you live in
my first grade teacher told me to catch a leprechaun.
Listen, Scott, just let it go.
You know, Chris, sitting Indian style. And, you know, I'm having conversations about, like, I was wearing my Florida State Seminoles sweatshirt when I was in Mexico. And they're like, oh, you can't wear that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, if I can't have my Redskins, you can't have your Seminoles. I'm like, two different things.
that is different things.
Yes.
But so I'm trying to explain why it's different, and I can't even explain it using English because I'm like, oh, the Seminole Indian I can't say that. The Seminole Native American the Seminole Indigenous tribe, like how
the Seminole tribe.
the Seminole tribe. Yeah, but the Seminole tribe, but the football, like what are we talking about here?
Hold on. I'm trying to find more terms. Okay. So here we go, guys. So I found a list of things that we shouldn't say anymore.
Okay.
And here we go. So coming in at number 1, gypped comes from the term gypsy, which I had no idea, which actually makes sense now.
Yeah,
it makes sense now.
I use it all the time.
Me
I do
too.
too, all the time.
Me too. I won't
But I
stop.
did know that that's where it came from.
I did not know.
But hold on. Why do we care about offending gypsies? Like, they're horrible people.
I also don't. I
Whoa.
also.
That's the Romanian background in me, okay?
Have you never seen Hunchback of Notre Dame? They're not that
Literally my favorite Disney movie. Okay. You gotta love Esmeralda.
The gypsies used to try to rip me off all the time.
Right. They're scam artists.
Yeah, I never knew that the term gypsy was an actual racist or not racist, but insensitive thing to say. Because isn't there a song "Gypsy" by Fleetwood Mac?
There's a Broadway show, Gypsy.
See,
Sarah.
So anyway.
Okay, is this a real thing? Is gypsy an offensive term?
I didn't think gypsy was an offensive term, but I do use gypped a lot, which I know is an offensive term in regards to gypsies. Yes.
so instead use terms like cheated or ripped off. Nah, I think I'll
That
stick with
sounds
gypped.
I'll feel
good.
gypped.
I'm gonna stick with gypped.
All right, coming in at number 2, spirit animal.
Oh my
What?
Why can't you say spirit animal?
Because
It
that's-
trivializes a sacred concept from some indigenous cultures.
I'm paying homage to the indigenous cultures.
No,
by
because you're
having a
saying
spirit
things
animal.
like, quote, coffee is my spirit animal.
Okay. Well,
Got your ass on that one.
coffee from the coffee bean, and also there's rat poop in it. Maybe that's how Gene
That could be.
Hackman's wife got sick.
Coffee was her spirit animal. So, staying
Right,
on the
Miranda, you
topic
were gonna
of,
say something.
it just made me think of something. There's a show called Reacher. I don't know if any of you watch it.
I want to. I keep watching clips.
Rachel
Of it.
does.
Gets me so
It's
fired
so
up.
good. But the other day he was drinking coffee and the maid was like, "It's made of cat poop," and he's like, "It's like some special fancy coffee that's made from cat poop." Anyway.
Yeah, it's the
Gotcha.
most
Think
expensive.
about it.
No, true. The most expensive coffee in the world is made out of cat poop.
I see that every day. I don't want to drink it.
Sarah's like, I drink this every day.
Who came up with that scam, a gypsy?
Yeah, you got chipped.
Anyway, staying on the topic of Native Americans, powwow. I use the term
Powwow.
powwow every once in a while.
Yeah, let's have a
Wow,
powwow real
like-
quick
Yeah.
before the next. Yeah, before no. That's pow. That's a
Yeah, this
boxing
is
term.
powwow. This is,
hey, before our next podcast, let's get together. We'll have
right.
Have a powwow.
It's used for casual
Okay.
meetings. Let's have a powwow. It reduces a specific Native American ceremonial gathering, though.
So what I'm getting here is the Native Americans are easily offended.
Yes.
I think white
We took
people
their land.
think that they're easily offended. I there's a lot of Native American groups that want to bring back the name Redskins. It's white people that petition to change the name, for the record. Anyway, lame.
What?
That's so
It
lame.
leans on a
Layman's
term
term.
for physical disability in a way that's dismissive.
and layman's
Kind of like when I say you can't say handicap.
The next one, retarded, which I think across
Yeah,
Okay,
the
I
tell
board.
can't-
tell
can't-
Brandon that. Constant.
I don't think we need to describe that.
Yeah,
Hobo. I didn't know hobo was an
Hobo
offensive
is
term.
Hobo is an offensive
unhoused.
Unhoused person or traveler.
term. Or gypsy.
I'm just going to start telling people I travel.
I like this one. Chinaman. An old racial slur for Chinese people steeped in xenophobia. Just use Chinese person. Oriental. There's a lot of Oriental restaurants in my area, and not because they're Chinese, but because it's called Oriental Palace.
But I thought Oriental was okay if you're describing a thing, as long as
Yeah,
you're calling
well,
a person.
if you say
Yes, you're not
Chinese person and you're calling a Japanese or a Vietnamese person Chinese, that's offensive. You
Offensive.
know,
Right.
so you
Like,
can't do that.
You also shouldn't call just like a group of people from Asia Orientals. Like that's where
No,
it
they're
gets offensive.
Asian. They're
Yeah.
Asian.
Right.
But that's like Canadians, United Statesers, and Mexicans are all Americans.
They call us Trump supporters.
Oh my gosh.
I was just gonna say Canadians call us
Trash.
a lot of things now. They
Yeah.
hate us, so
Yeah.
thank you.
But
There's one Canadian on your side, guys. Don't worry.
who's that?
Me, hello.
She's everything.
Okay. So in this
Thank
episode,
you.
you've been Romanian, Irish,
didn't know that.
Scottish, Canadian.
Man,
You added a couple, but you asked for my background. My dad was born and raised in Montreal, and I am, in fact, a Canadian citizen.
I forget. You know what I need? Instead of this stupid thing of Paris behind me, I need to get a world map, and I'm going to put a thumbtack everywhere Sarah mentions that she's lived.
Okay.
Sarah, I want to see if you ever use this term.
Oh, no.
Have you ever used the term like when you haggle with someone? Do you ever say that you've Jewed them down?
Yes, because I'm allowed to say that. It doesn't usually come off as Jewed them down. It's more like I am such a fucking Jew. Which is true. It's okay. It is a true stereotype. And so are the Canadians. So I have to prove myself wrong in two ways because they're also very cheap.
So here's Sarah. So let me ask you another question because I know we're all, and Miranda too, because I want to see, or I guess anybody, but I'm going to ask Sarah because it'll sound funnier. Lewis is wearing a tank top undershirt. What do you call it?
wife. Oh, sorry.
That's a wife beater.
Yes, right. And like to this day, I'll be at a store. I'll be at a store and be like, "Hey, where are your wife beaters?" Like it's just like such a. I feel like that will never go away.
They're all down in Florida.
Like, sir, you're at Walmart. Look around.
Take your pick.
So it's funny because when I first met Brandon, and every night when he'd come over, he would be in none other than a wife beater. He would show up in a wife beater. Why I stayed with this man and married him and had kids with him, I don't know. But yeah, here we are. Oh my goodness.
Down from the hills where shadows creep, she's got a secret buried deep. A fiery smile with a twinkle so sweet, but don't cross her path or feel defeat. She's a serial killer's wife, cut like a blade sharp with strife. Wholesome face, but danger's rife. She walks the ring.
Sorry, I had to get that one in there.
Love it. I love it.
When I looked at another article for more of these terms, one article is just all racist terms that I cannot even say. Like it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, here's one for an Irish people, Patty. I never knew that was a.
That's bad.
The word savage is not good anymore.
That's savage.
Why?
I don't know.
Ghetto.
How is that derogatory?
It says as an adjective that's so ghetto, it mocks poverty and black urban life. Describe what you
husband's
mean,
ghetto.
run down or cheap, without the stereotype.
Why does it have to be black?
I know, but listen, ask the article.
It's not.
Hey, Jews well dealt with the ghettos too. So
Cripple.
What's wrong with cripple?
It's once a medical term, now a harsh jab at physical disability. Just use disabled person or person with a disability. Keep it human. Tranny. Can't say tranny anymore.
Yeah.
that's what I call my transmission.
It's true. You have to use the full name now, your transmission. Or you can just say trans instead of tranny.
It's not the same.
Not for the engine. For the people.
Oh.
Yeah. Tomboy is now offensive.
Used that yesterday.
I mean,
It's better than the alternative.
What,
Well-
butch?
No, I'm not going to say the alternative on air.
The D word.
Yeah, the D
I was
word.
thinking the D word.
Tomboy, not the worst offender, but it's dated and reinforces gender norms. An example, girls can't be rough naturally. Use the terms active kid or adventurous.
Okay.
Active kid. Yeah, wife beater is probably my wife beater is one that I think will be grandfathered in. Grandfathered in is another term you're not supposed to use. But pretty soon we're gonna have to talk in Morse code because everything's gonna be offensive.
Yeah. The good thing is, Chris, the whole point of this whole thing is we won't have to talk in Morse code because in 2026 we can bring back these terms.
So no can do is another
what are we offending soup cans?
Sounds innocent, but it mimics broken English in a mocking way, often aimed at Asian immigrants. Can't swing it is more appropriate.
But now we're being offensive to baseball players.
Right?
Or bad baseball players.
Bad baseball players.
Calling someone a chubby chaser. Meant to rib guys who like bigger women. It's body shaming dressed as a quip. Someone with a type is more appropriate. Let's call them someone with a type.
But we don't know what type.
That comes off more offensive to me.
And their type is high-caloried humans.
We'll do a few more and then we'll move. I'm just having a lot of fun.
This is
offending people.
Yeah, fruitcake.
That's what. Hold on.
Oh, I use that a lot.
Oh, cut that.
The role of offensive host is usually played by me, Chris.
I'm reading verbatim what I wrote.
So
what I might for my journal. No. Chink in the armor.
No.
Yeah.
We have a whole TikTok video about that.
We do. Uppity.
Why is uppity bad?
Once a dig at black people for acting above their station.
I didn't know it had anything to do with black people. I thought it was about girls that are like.
What are they like?
I saw one today. I used that word today.
Yeah. I mean, see,
I offend everybody apparently.
It's okay. You're Jewish. You are one of the.
I have a card.
Yeah, you have a card because you're in that offended group that we've been offending, so you can say offensive things. It's okay.
This is actually the episode that we get canceled.
Imagine just all the clips. Okay, so sold down the river.
It sounds like a slavery term.
The term sold down the river.
I've never used it. Yeah.
A betrayal quip today, but it comes from slavery. Call a spade a spade. I've used that.
Now we're offending cards.
Yep. Sounds blunt and honest, right? Nope. Its origins are murkier, but it's been twisted into a racial jab in some contexts. Link the slur spade for black people. The tomahawk chop for your beloved Seminoles.
Why is that offensive? They love it. They do it themselves. The Seminole tribe does it.
Yeah, but that's their thing. We're taking that from
them.
them.
They gifted it to us.
Just like they gifted their lands to us.
They didn't. They still have their land.
No, we took their land. Their land was the United States of America.
Well, not the Seminole tribe. The Seminole tribe still has casinos and restaurants on their land.
Don't worry, guys. They have casinos.
Darren, Scott. There's plenty of fine people on both sides.
All right, one more, Chris.
All right, my last one. Long time no see.
It's offending blind people.
What? Native Americans.
What? Why?
Because it mocks their broken English.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I was almost going to do an impression, but
I was about an impression.
Yeah, I was just thinking of like Peter Pan character.
Yeah.
Mimic, yeah.
Can't wait till 2026.
Yeah, low man on the totem pole.
Oh yeah, we can't say that.
Yeah, that's my rule of thumb. Oh, never mind. Rule of thumb is also another one. All right, we're just gonna. Wait. Actually, this is actually a really good one. Rule of thumb. A rough guess today, but folklore ties it to an old law letting men beat their wives with sticks no thicker than a thumb.
Oh my god.
Wow. Interesting.
All right. Hey, Chris.
Scott.
You got any Cliff Notes?
I do. And those are my favorites. And those are my favorites.
Our brotherhood crawls from the shadows, grinning white in leather and rust. He sells chaos hidden and wears instant that we trust.
So first of all, Kanye West just put out a tweet saying when R. Kelly gets out of prison, his first album is going to be called "I'm Pissed." That guy, out of every 10 anti-Semitic tweets, one is pretty funny.
Right. I don't know. I thought the him tweeting out the Klan outfit was pretty funny.
He was like, "Why did Instagram take this down?" So we started off talking about how Miranda's birthday and Mother's Day are around the same time. So because of this, her husband can do his all-time favorite thing, killing two birds with one stone. He actually prefers using his hands, but
You're not wrong.
Scott said he got Rachel a lightsaber for her birthday. He actually wanted Rachel to remember what a firm hilt felt like. So that's
Oh my God.
You said you were looking for something for Rachel at Disney Springs and found Kate Spade. Now, I thought you meant her dead body and then realized you weren't shopping for Miranda's husband. Scott said he wanted a sibling so bad he would pluck his eyelashes out to make a wish. Now, that didn't work, so he just continued up his head and reached peak baldness by 12. That was submitted by the wise man, actually.
That's a funny one.
Thank you.
Scott asked his dad for a sibling, and his dad said he'd discuss it with Scott's mom. Scott's parents must have really liked the idea because all Scott could hear was them clapping while they discussed it in their room.
Oh, you don't like how it feels when your parents are talked about in a sexual manner? Oh, you don't like that, huh? Oh, huh.
I did.
That's very interesting.
So, okay. Sorry, story time. So, Darren comes out to the patio. Darren stepped out on the patio right in the middle of it. So Rachel got a really nice tan and she looks fantastic. She's, first of all, really nice tan, and she's been like going hard on the Peloton. So she's lost some weight, and I'm like,
doing what on the Peloton?
Going hard.
Sorry for you.
Are you jealous?
Scott's heart can't take it anymore.
So I was just complimenting her, telling her how attractive she is, and Darren comes out and says something like, "Oh, get a room," and I said, "What? I didn't tell you that I jackhammered your stepmom last night," and because he was being annoying, so I just kept getting more and more descriptive as it went, because he wouldn't leave. He just sat there, and I was like,
jackhammer. Just having that visual now, forever being ingrained in my mind.
When he used jackhammer, he did like 3 thrusts and then he was done.
But it was really fast, Darren.
When he said jackhammer, all he meant is the noise he made.
When I said jackhammered, I literally meant I was repairing my driveway.
When he said jackhammer, he's just jacking off while hammered. That's really all it was. And lastly, we talked about how Transformers need to do a collab with Tampon. So I'm going to help with coming up with some potential names. So I came up with a couple. We have Optiflow Prime and Bumblebleed.
I love that.
Those are my
Perfect.
Bumble.
Thank you so much, Chris.
I'll be so pissed when we get Transformer tampons.
I'm going to be texting you, Chris. We're going to do that.
Like Hasbro's newest line.
Anybody got anything exciting going on with the kids this week?
I don't have kids.
Yeah, actually. So actually, it's not. I'm trying to think. It's actually not fun. She was sick, and I had to use that straw nose suck thing again. And I accident, and I'm sucking hard. Like when I listen, and this is not to sound weird at all, but I go at this thing like my lungs hurt after. And I don't think I'm using it right because I don't think your lungs should hurt. For whoever doesn't know what this is, look up like Freedom Mom nose sucker. And when you
It is hard.
when you suck that thing, Miranda,
Yes.
do you suck with your, and I really don't mean to sound weird. Do you suck from your lungs or do you suck from your mouth? Do you close off your throat and suck, or do you just suck from the...
And then do you spit or do you swallow?
I like hold my breath almost and just like do it from here and just like, I mean, it worked though for our kids.
So it does work, but sometimes like there's some boogers in there that are like in the sinuses. So I do it from my lungs, and I thought I had to use my inhaler after.
Oh, it's
Sarah,
rough.
how do you suck?
And
Sarah's secret stash.
I'll find out for $8.99 a month. But talking about spitting, I go from the lungs. I forgot to put the filter in the nose sucker.
Oh no.
And I'm like, why is this so much easier? And then
Oh, why did that sound like that?
Oh, the picture, like,
yeah.
That was my biggest fear.
I retired using it.
Yeah.
She's so congested now. She's so congested.
But you're not eating boogers,
No, I can't
so
do
that's
it.
good.
No, I can't do it. So that happened, and Emily came home, and she's like, "Oh, the filter's right here." Thanks, babe. So yeah, that happened, and now she got me sick. So this was my flu game. Hope I performed well, and hopefully we win the finals. But but this weekend we're going to a St. Patty's Day party, and so Emily's mom's coming over to watch the baby, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I wish we had somebody to do that.
it's the best.
I'm sure.
Yes, Darren.
Lewis in chat says amazingly.
Yes, thanks, Lewis in chat.
Oh,
Thanks.
so sweet. Got your back, front, bottom, top.
Yes.
Top.
Just yes.
Oh,
Miranda, where can our listeners find you?
oh gosh, I just went blank. Skip me. Hold on.
Not your address.
I was thinking. Dude, I just literally was thinking. Oh, yeah, hit me. Wait.
She's.
You
I
can
love
find
Dahmer.
me.
I love Dahmer on TikTok. And,
That should be it. No. You can find me on the TikTok at Rander_Rennie.
Darren?
You can find me on Instagram at Darren_Maffei, and that'll bring you to my link tree where all my other social.
Sarah?
You can find me on the TikTok at SuperSarah94.
Chris?
You can find me on Instagram at Chris Yob, and then follow us on TikTok, where I do a lot of our videos now. We're in our description, because I always forget the name. At the park.nonewfriends.
Yeah, you can connect with all of us and see all of Chris's videos that he puts out on our Instagram, our Facebook, our TikTok. They're all right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise. Join our clubhouse for as low as $2 a month. That's our Patreon. And also don't forget to check us out live every single Monday around 8 p.m. on the YouTube. You can see all of our smiling faces as we record these things. And if you listen to us on Spotify or Apple, please leave us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps us out, helps us grow, all that good stuff. On behalf of Redbeard, the producer, Darren.com, Nick, Sarah, Miranda, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you later, poopy bus.
Only friends, just the old and the